Radio and Television News. Online radio and television.
Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining Gabdos News Summary. I am Basira Abdul Tongo with the bulletin. Today, Thursday, being the 29th of Al-Muharram, 1447 after the Hijrah of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, from Mecca to Medina, which is equivalent to 24th of July 2025. First, the headlines. Tinubu meets APC governors ahead of NEC meeting. Strike. Doctors give federal government till Saturday. Cholera claims 30 lives in Niger State. You are defecting to party without office. Bala Muhammad taunts Atiku and others. ECOWAS trains finance firms in climate smart agriculture. On sports, Chelsea in talks with Leipzig forward Simons. And now the news in detail. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Wednesday evening met with governors elected on the platform of the All Progressives Congress, APC, under the banner of the Progressives Governors Forum, PGF, ahead of Thursday's National Executive Committee, NEC meeting of the ruling party. The meeting, which took place at the State House in Abuja, was attended by all 24 APC governors, by the governors of Katsina and Akwa Ibom State, were represented by their deputies. In another development, the planned strike by the National Medical Association, NMA, scheduled for today, Thursday, will not hold. The NMA on July 2nd issued an ultimatum in protest against a circular from the National Salaries, Incomes and Wages Commission on revised allowances for medical and dental officers in the Federal Public Service, which the doctors kicked against for violating prior agreements. The association issued a 21-day ultimatum ending yesterday, Wednesday, July 23rd, to the federal government to withdraw the circular and meet its other demands to avert industrial action in the health sector. However, the circular was suspended for further negotiations. At least 13 people have died and 236 others hospitalized following a cholera outbreak in 6 local government areas of Niger State. The affected local government areas include Ushishi, Shiroro, Chanchaga, Boso, Magama, and Bida. In Zungeru, a historic town in Ushishi local government area, the president of Zungeru Youth Development Association, Idris Abubakar, confirmed that several lives had been lost and many residents were currently receiving treatment. He said the outbreak was confirmed at the Federal Medical Center Zungeru and called for urgent intervention from the state government. On politics, the chairman of the People's Democratic Party PDP Governors Forum and Bauchi State Governor, Bala Muhammad, has berated leaders of the party for defecting to a party that has no office. Speaking at the ongoing consultative conference of PDP founding fathers and stakeholders in Abuja, Governor Muhammad also warned that it is not right for leaders of the PDP to claim membership of 2 parties. He said it's also wrong to abandon a strong platform like the PDP for a coalition that does not have a solid foundation. Recently, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar and former Senate President David Mark has left the party for the African Democratic Congress ADC coalition. On the international scene, the ECOWAS Regional Fund for Agriculture and Food under the ECOWAS Bank for Investment and Development has launched a 5-day capacity building program to support the West African Initiative for Climate Smart Agriculture. The training, scheduled for July 21st to 25th, 2025 at the Legend Hotel Airport in Ikeja, Lagos, aims to equip financial institutions with the technical know-how to lend credit to agricultural small and medium-sized enterprises working within the climate-smart agricultural value chain. A Wednesday statement noted that as food insecurity and climate change continue to affect millions in West Africa, the initiative supports ECOWAS agricultural policies to promote sustainable farming and build climate resilience. On sports update, Chelsea are advancing with their interest in RB Leipzig forward Xavi Simons. Talks over personal terms for the 22-year-old are underway, with Simons understood to be open to a move to Stamford Bridge, and the Bundesliga club aware of the Blues' interest. Sources have indicated Bayern Munich also hold a level of interest in Netherlands international Simons, but the German champions are currently focused on Liverpool forwards Luis Diaz. And that's the size of the bulletin. But before I go, a quick recap of the major stories that made up the headlines. News, you have that Tinubu meets APC governors ahead of NEC meeting. We also told you strike, doctors give federal government till Saturday. We also told you cholera claims 30 lives in Niger State. On politics, you have that you are defecting to party without office, Bala Muhammad taunts Atiku and others. Still on international scene, you heard that ECOWAS trains finance farms in climate smart agriculture. And lastly, on sports update, you heard that Chelsea in talks with Leipzig forward Simons. And that concludes Gabdos news on this hour. On behalf of the production team, headed by Mukhtar Adams Mubi, Basira Abdul Gabdotongo is saying thank you for watching and bye for now.
Gabdos Online Radio and Television News. Online Radio and Television.